Good. All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutations to the elect 144, and to the sincere Akim out there preaching this word with all truth and sincerity, and to the sincere few Akwath who subscribe to the channels and watch the videos diligently as well. Today we're going to get another word of the day. It's going to be the letter G, and the word is govern. And a quick definition of the word govern. All right. The late 13th century, to rule with authority. From Old French, governor, steer, be at the helm of, govern, rule, command, direct. Okay? To direct, rule, guide, govern. All right? So we're going to start with the first
precept.
Well, the first definition, which is to rule with authority. And this is Revelation, the second chapter, starting at 25.
Revelations 2:25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come, and he that overcometh.
Right. And so, and he's speaking to he that overcometh. And we're gonna just break down that real quick. To he that overcometh, Baba Shah, can you give me 1 John? Actually, you go to Romans, the 8th chapter, and start at 28 for me.
This is Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the called according to His purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also did persecute. No, Salakia. He also did predestinate.
There you go. He predestinated. All right, and he foreknew. And in the previous scripture, it said, "For he to who he called." And called is a past tense, so this was all already set up. He already had a select few that would be the ones to overcome. Okay, and that's when it's speaking in the 26th verse, to them that overcometh. Okay, so continue reading in that.
For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
There you go. So, and that's talking about Yahweh Shai, because that's why he's the first begotten. He was the first spirit to ever be made. And then you got your elect 144, who was his gift. Okay, and we'll continue. It'll go into more.
Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, he also glorified.
There you go.
Beautiful.
He also glorified. Give me Ephesians to continue into who overcometh. Give me Ephesians the first chapter, and start at verse 3.
Okay.
That's why the scriptures say precept on top of precept, line upon line, because you can connect the dots. The scriptures aren't something that you read like a novel or like a chapter book. It's something you have to connect, and through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you'll understand it. Obviously, he's going to get you set up men of understanding and teachers for you at that. But you can go ahead with
Ephesians
that.
1 and
3.
1 and 3. Ephesians 1 and 3. Blessed be the Lord. Blessed be the Most High and the Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Yahweh Shai, according as He hath chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world.
Before the foundation of the world, He chose and predestinated. Going back, referring to the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, starting at the 28th verse, he predestinated a certain select few. And read verse 4 again.
Done. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
There you go. Without blame as well. And it says holy, meaning separate. Okay? And we're, the elect 144 were made before the foundation of the earth. And that's who helped Yahweh Shai, along with the angels, to create the earth as well.
Yeah,
Okay?
John 1:1.
There you go, John 1 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes back into verse 26 where it says, and he that overcometh. Those are the people who have overcome. Okay? So go back to Revelation, the second chapter, verse 26, and we'll jump back on topic. I just wanted to clarify who is speaking about when it's to overcome.
Yeah,
who overcometh.
This is Revelations 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
There you go. And that's governing. Okay? We're going to govern. And that goes back into the definition to rule with authority. He's going to give us power over the nations. We're going to rule with authority and continue on.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
There you go.
See? And that's a rod of iron symbolizes authority. All right, so we're literally going to rule. All right, under Yahweh Shai, the elect, Lord willing, we build that number. You know, we are going to rule. You know, these other nations and have them as an inheritance. Okay. As it says, I start the top again. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. And that's these other nations, they're going to be broken. Okay, that word shivers means the small pieces. So they're going to be little. Okay, because the elect is going to be magnified, and we're going to have that power under Yahweh Shai. All right, to basically, you know, just put them under complete subjection.
There you go.
Okay?
Just like we read earlier, we're going to be glorified.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for the ones who overcome, endure to the end. We're going to be glorified. We're going to get that power, just like when Yahweh Shai, he went through his persecution. He went through he did the labor. He did the work. He did what he had to do, and he ultimately got glorified. He got all power. Okay. From here, jump to the Psalms, the second chapter, and just go to the point. I think that's around like verse 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Got it. Yeah, it is. Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Hey, pause right there. Mm-hmm. See, that comes up. What's that? In the book of John, I want to say the 14th chapter. Let me see if I can find it. The book of John, the 14th chapter. Yep, there you go. Give me John 14 and 13.
John 14 and 13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, what will I do? That will I do.
There you go.
That the Father may be glorified in the Son.
So anything that we ask in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you know, in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he will do. Go back to Psalm 2 and
Psalm
8.
2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
There you go. And we've been praying for the downfall of this sorry nation of ruling Edomites.
Beautiful.
And we've been praying for the downfall, and we've been praying to put them in slavery. And he says specifically in John, the 14th chapter.
He said, if
go ahead, yeah.
If you shall ask, this is John 14 and 13. I gotta go to 14 too. But and whatsoever you shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it.
There you
So
go.
that's he reinforced it. You see? So, you know, the elect, you know, under Yahweh Shai, because, you know, the brother went into, we were predestinated from the beginning, okay? we have favor in the eyes of Yahweh Shai, right? So anything we ask of Yahweh Shai, all right, He's gonna grant us that, okay? Because we essentially share His Spirit as well. So really, what we want is the same thing is the same thing Yahweh Shai wants, because we're all on the same accord. See? That's why, that everything works beautifully. It says Psalms 2:8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So we're gonna inherit the earth, and we're gonna have like I said, all these other nations under subjection under us.
We're gonna govern them.
Mm-hmm. Govern them, exactly. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, just like Revelations 2:25, that completely links up, because it says we shall rule them and break them with shivers. So break them in pieces. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. So those link up, beautifully together. All right.
You can drop that. Give me Psalm. No, Salat. Give me Proverbs, the 29th chapter. I think you could probably say, give me verse 2.
Okay, Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
There you go. When the righteous are in authority, and it specifically in the word govern.
Authority, yeah.
There you go. It says to rule with authority.
Rule with authority.
All right.
Beautiful.
We're going to rule with the authority. And what are we going to rule by? We're going to rule by the law.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the scriptures. Everybody's going to follow the law.
Order.
It's going to be an order, and we're going to rule with that rod of iron.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to rule with authority in all righteousness, because we've been praying and asking for this. Therefore, He will give us the governing power to, rule over these nations. If you want to expound on that.
Yeah. I mean, just like the brother said, I mean, authority is basically a totalitarian. Let's look up that word, totalitarian, because that's Esau right now. He has the power. He has the complete authority of this world, which that also goes into Second Esdras 8 and I think it's Second Esdras 6 and 8. Second Esdras 6 and 8. But let me look up that word totalitarian. This is the word totalitarian. It says complete, absolute, authoritarian. Authoritarian. See that? So complete control, basically complete authority. That's what totalitarian means, okay? So I'm gonna read it again. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So, all these other nations, they're gonna be liberated. We're actually freeing them from Esau's rulership, because when we rule, we're gonna rule with authority. We're gonna rule in righteousness. So everything the earth is no longer gonna be on GMOs. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be able to eat real food. We're gonna we're gonna restore the natural resources of the earth. We're gonna restore the balance of the earth. Okay, the earth is gonna be in complete peace. It's no longer gonna be any war. Okay,
everything's gonna be restored.
Everything's gonna be restored.
Back in order.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly why the people are going to rejoice. These other nations, they're going to be in captivity, but they're going to be rejoicing at the same time. They're going to be in captivity, but they're going to be like, damn, you know what? I like this. They have us under complete subjection, but hey, they know what they're doing, and
it's better what they had before.
It's better than exactly. And it says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's why the earth is in the state that it's in. And not just the people, but you got the animals. Every creature, you got the trees mourning. Everything is mourning. Okay? Every aspect of life on the planet Earth is mourning under the rulership of Esau, because he is completely he's just not fit to govern the earth. He's not fit, okay? Because he governs it in wickedness. It says, when the wicked beareth rule. Got that?
Second Ezra 6 and verse 8. It's a lot. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
That's right, because they were twins. All right, and they were both born of Jacob. Go ahead.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
That's right, because Esau was the firstborn. Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
All right, so Esau is the end of the world, and Esau is in rulership right now, and guess what? His rulership is ending, just like we. Esau is known as the wicked. Okay, all right. So, and he's the reason why the people are mourning, just like I just explained. Okay, you know, he is going to be the end of the world, and why, you ask, is because he's not fit to rule the world. He destroys everything. He's destructive. Okay, I mean, that's it. He's just destructive. He kills everything. You know.
Esau and the other heathen nation, man, they promote death. All right. And the only thing that promotes life is these scriptures. And that's why we're breaking the foundation, the strongholds right now, so we can get that life back.
Yep.
Okay? We're working to seek our rest, like it says in Hebrews, the 4th chapter, 11th verse. All right? So, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And guess what? That's going to be Jacob governing. Okay, Jacob is going to govern the elect under Yahweh Shai. Is going to govern the world, and they're going to be the world that followeth. Okay, after Esau. Okay. That was pretty much it on that.
That's pretty much all I got as well.
Let me see.
If
See if I got a closing. Yeah, see if I got a closing real quick. Slacker. I'll just go into this real quick. Revelations 3:13 and slacker. Revelation 13:9. All right. Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Okay? And we, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, mainly really all tribes were led into captivity. They shall, who were we brought into captivity by? We were brought into captivity by the so-called white man. Okay? And in return, they're going to go into captivity, just like we brought out that it's a balance, man. Okay, Esau, the wicked, has rulership of this world. All right, and the righteous is going to basically overthrow their rulership. Okay, and govern. Okay, overthrow their government, overthrow their authority. Okay, all right. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Okay, so Esau is ultimately going to be killed for all the atrocities that he's done unto the Lord's chosen people. Okay, here is the patience and the faith of the saints, and the saints are the elect. All right, just like we went into at the beginning of the video. Okay, but that's pretty much the point right there. Is that govern, the word govern means to rule with all authority. Okay, and if you are the elect, then you are going to be a part of that government, If you're not of the elect, and you're Israelite, then you're gonna be a regular winning citizen. But if you're a heathen,
if you're a regular, that goes back into the book of Zechariah, man. You're gonna be either part of that 2/3 or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
But you're still gonna be winning. You're gonna be on the winning team.
You're gonna be an Israelite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You have women, but
but then again, you're always gonna have in your head like, damn,
with your head down, exactly.
I was messing up in my previous life.
Right.
So again, we went into the word govern. That's the word of the day, govern. The scriptures to link off with that was Revelation, the 2nd chapter. You can start at
25.
25. We went into Psalms, the 2nd chapter. You can start at 8. Those are, the bulk of the chapter. Proverbs, the 29th chapter. Start at 2. So again, govern means to rule with all authority. Okay. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Give double honors to the GMS apostles and elders who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. And like I always say at the end of all my videos, to all the Akim, sincere Akim at that, keep pushing, keep fighting. We're at the end of this. Things are coming to pass at a rapid pace, so we can see the end. We're running the 100-meter dash right now. All right, we just passed the 80-meter mark. We only have 20 meters to go. We're right there. All right, keep pushing, keep fighting. It's not the time to fall out. All right. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.
Shalom.